These past couple weeks have been literally insane. FTX, the second largest crypto exchange, blew up. It totally failed. Artemis 1, the largest rocket ever made, was launched. The world's population officially hit 8 billion residents. For the first time since NATO was created in 1949, a non-NATO missile hit a NATO country. And the government announced that they will be testing a central bank digital currency for the first time ever for the next 12 weeks. That's a lot for a year, let alone just the past 2 weeks. So keep watching to the end of this video to get up to date with this news and to know how this will affect your investments going forward. If you don't know the saga surrounding FTX, then watch my YouTube video from last week to get up to date with that. But just to touch it, FTX went bankrupt and stole billions and billions of dollars of customer crypto funds. A crypto exchange of this size going under due to fraud caused many, many people to lose faith in crypto, which ultimately caused the market to lose a ton of money. $200 billion to be exact, just in the past 2 weeks. On to Artemis 1. Artemis 1 has been in development for years. It's the name of the project that will begin the colonization of the moon. How exciting. The Artemis 1 rocket originally was supposed to launch a few months back, but it had several delays, causing it to be launched on the 16th of November. This launch went smoothly and was so awesome both for science and for consumer confidence. If things seem to be working, we're subconsciously more open with our money. This launch surely has and will help the economy. It also is progress which involves lots and lots of government spending, which will help the economy, even if just by a small amount. The world population just hit $8 billion as of the 15th. It's a huge milestone for better or worse, and it's interesting because the population growth is slowing. It's nearly halted in developing nations, but it's growing at an unprecedented rate in Africa. In fact, in parts of Africa, the average age is just 18 years old. This population growth is causing investors like you and I to gain interest in Africa because it will either make African nations successful like China and the rest of Asia, or increase the humanitarian issues surrounding housing, food, and clean water they face today. On to NATO and the missile that hit Poland. On the 15th, 2 missiles hit a village in Poland, killing 2 people. Originally, people believed it was a Russian missile, but luckily, after further investigation, the head of NATO announced that it was the Ukrainian anti-Russian cruise missile destroyer. Let me say that again. It was a Ukrainian missile that was meant to intercept Russian cruise missiles. Unfortunately, it went off track, killing these 2 Polish civilians. Last on today's list is a Fed testing a digital dollar. They're testing it with 9 big banks. 9 of the largest financial institutions of America. Bank of America, Visa, MasterCard, and Wells Fargo are just a few. Their digital dollar is using distributed ledger technology, which is the same tech as is in XRPL, which is currently being sued by the SEC. If this test is deemed successful, it will accelerate the transition to a digital dollar over the traditional paper money standard people are used to. This tech will be available to the US public come summer of 2023, or next year with the launch of FedNow and instant payment software. What does this mean for all of us investors? Well, it means many things, but the biggest being that things are uncertain. With the ongoing war in Ukraine, things will continue to be very volatile. In Africa, we will either see the next so-called China with such a large young workforce, or an accelerated humanitarian issue that we are facing today. With the Fed's testing digital dollar, it means it's very, very unlikely that any decentralized cryptocurrency will become the world reserve currency. I'm saying this to you, XRP Maxis. XRP won't become the world reserve currency, and it will not hit $100 or even $1,000 ever. But that said, with their technology being used in the federal dollar, digital dollar, it may go up to $5 or even more, but just staying around there, maybe a $200 to $300 billion market cap. I'm still holding off to buy more crypto for the time being. I'm focusing on learning more throughout this bear market and getting my crypto off exchanges to a safe place like my Nano Ledger X that is coming in the mail. I believe that in the next month or two, we'll have some indications as to where we're headed. So while I may be buying more crypto, them. But even if prices rise before I buy, I'm quite happy with the bag of crypto I've made so far. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Drop your comments down below, and if you found this helpful, then please feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching again, and see you next week.